Okay, today we're going to talk about William F. Lady a little bit. This William Lady is not that William Lady. There were two at the time. This man lived on Steinwehr Avenue in Gettysburg. And big news, this is January 4, 1912. He took a 14-mile walk. 73 years old, took a 14-mile walk on Tuesday. His hike covering 7 miles into the country and return. Good for him. As it turns out, this guy died just under 2 years later. He was struck with a case of paralysis while at the barber, the newspaper said. I don't know how that works. I assume it was a stroke. Though they usually would say a stroke, but in this case, they said it was a case of paralysis. And he died a day or so later. So that's that William Lady, not the William Lady that we think maybe purchased Solomon's Farm. That William Lady had some other things going on. We've got May 2nd, 1914, which would have been a year or so after he potentially purchased Solomon's Farm. We've got several days ago in Arntsville, when William F. Lady was assisting Daniel Butcher spray fruit trees. He slipped on the bottom boards of the wagon and fell with his side on the edge of the wagon bed. 3 ribs were fractured. Dr. Merriman adjusted the fracture. I don't know how one adjusts a fracture, especially the ribs, but if he did, that would be a heck of a chiropractic visit. Not the best time. Then we have May 24, 1917, 5 years later, or 4 years later. I forget what date we had the last one. Back to Arntsville here, New Oxford item. New Oxford's a town. They would get some information from the area. Recently, when William F. Lady of Arntsville was engaged in harrowing corn ground, I don't know what that means, harrowing. I've never seen it used in that sense. He stepped into a ditch and twisted himself. He became quite ill, and several of his neighbors assisted him to the house. He is gradually getting better under the care of a physician. He stepped into a ditch and twisted himself. I don't know how he became quite ill. I don't know if they mean his ankle became ill or if they mean he became ill. And if so, I don't know what else was going on there that a little fall into a ditch where he got twisted made him sick, but maybe he was with the same physician who adjusted his broken ribs. And then we've got this Harry Harmon there. That's not a Hartman. Look close. It got us for a second there. Then over here, I skipped over a piece of information. He was confined to his bed a couple of years later with an illness, as people are wont to do. This is about his wife dying. Arntsville woman dies. This is after him. Mrs. Georgiana Lady, 81, Arntsville widow of William F. Lady, died at Warner Hospital. And then it says here, her husband died July 24, 1932. So that's William F. Lady, who maybe bought Solomon's Farm. All to be found out still. This is some conjecture here. But yeah, enjoy poor William F. Lady and his trials and tribulations on the farm.